Hello there, and welcome to another edition of Diotoir's Wacky Wumbles. Except for the fact that it isn't another edition of Diotoir's Wacky Wumbles. Instead, this is a recruitment video, or should I say, just recruitment video. You see, Diotoir's Wacky Wumbles has been going on for a few years now, and next year, hopefully, we'll be having Series 4. And for Series 4, I would like to have a bit more inclusivity. You see, I want to be a bit more inclusive with who I have. You see, I've only been really using just the regular AIs, and I would like to see some of your creations. Now, truth be told, I have added a few creations here and there. I mean, Primeval Brony has given me quite a few in the past. However, I want to see some more creations. I want to see some wild, wacky creations that can fight alongside the main competitors of the show. Obviously, with that in mind, there's going to be a few things that I need to talk about. Firstly, I want to put in place a flipper ban. The reason why I want to put a flipper ban in place is because there's just too many damn flippers. And already we have quite a lot of flippers entering Series 4, so I'd like to cut down on the flippers. I'd rather have, more unique robots like spinners or Axebots, or even crushers here and there, or even a rambot. You don't necessarily need an active weapon to compete. I just want some more uniqueness. I don't really want it to be dominated by flippers. I would like some more different variations, if I'm perfectly honest. Obviously, I will say this, there are a few examples of robots that are going to be entering the series that have been made up by other people that do have flippers, so obviously, they're going to, I can't really disappoint them, but for those that may get interested or may want to participate in Diotoir's Wacky Wumbles Series 4, you can't have a flipper. You will be disqualified immediately. One of the other things I need to point out is, because I know some people would like to know if it's stock or DSL. Obviously, if you've ever seen the show, you'll know it's the Robot Wars mod. The one which was built by, if I remember rightly, the live events crew, because obviously it has Ripper and it has Gabriel and all that nuts and what have you. So use that. Don't use, default basic Robot Arena. Don't use DSL. Don't use Ironforge. Don't use any of that stuff. Just use the Robot Wars mod pack. Try and use that to make your creations. Does this also mean that every robot's going to qualify? Not necessarily. I may be quite picky. I may, unfortunately, not allow every robot to qualify, but if obviously the numbers are low, then hopefully we'll be able to qualify all the robots. But once again, there are also the robots that have appeared in Series 3 and previous seasons that I do want to bring back. Obviously Mute, Big Nipper and Beast, Eruption, Chompalot, Last Rites, they're like the top robots that obviously are going to be reappearing. Diotoir itself is going to be back. And a few All-Stars are obviously going to be added in here and there. But obviously if you do want to compete, go ahead. I personally would like you to send it to me via a private message. I wouldn't want it to be sent to me over a comment or anything like that. Obviously, if you want to make changes before I start doing the filming, because I should obviously mention when I should do the filming for Diotoir's Wacky Wumbles Series 4, which means I do have to put a deadline for your entries, and this is quite a big deadline from here to now, because even now I still haven't decided when I will be doing Series 4 of Diotoir's Wacky Wumbles. I will say this, there is an Annihilator coming up, which is using Robot Wars Arenas of Destruction, so there's that to look forward to. And obviously All-Stars and the World Championship, which is technically a part of Series 4. I'm not doing any more extreme seasons, they're kind of annoying me a bit. So we're just going to have special events. Where was I? Oh yes, that's right. If you want to be a part of Series 4, obviously, you do have up until, I'd say, January 1st, 2019. That is when I'm going to put big cross on anyone who wants to, you know, submit an entry. So you have plenty of time. I'd say you have a lot of time to give in an entry. Hell, you might even end up giving me entries, you know, before, you know, December, or even before, you know, next month maybe. But I know there will probably be a few stragglers here and there. So nonetheless, I would like you to submit an entry for Series 4 Diotoir's Wacky Rumbles. I want to see if, you know, get more people involved, you know. I want to have more unique creations. Obviously there is the flipper ban, and obviously, you know, you have to use a rewards mod. But nonetheless, I hope you have fun, and I hope to see some great creations. I hope to see at least a few creations, obviously, because I don't know if anyone's going to submit, but if they do, I really do hope to see some fantastic, some brilliant robots. Obviously I won't be changing anything, like I will just be AIing them. Which does bring me on to my next point. If you are going to, like, because they're going to be AI'd, I do recommend putting on the smart boxes, if I remember rightly, I might be getting that name wrong. The smart boxes to sort of say, oh, if the robot gets there, then it's hitting the axle. You know, in terms of flipper, you know, you have the smart box right in front of the flipper, and you put flip, and you do the forward, left, right, that jazz, you know. I want you to actually do the controls, you know. I don't really want to spend time doing the controls and then finding out that your robot loses in round 1 because I did it wrong. So I do want you to do that. I'll just do the basics, you know, the eyeing via the teams, binds and all that. I'll do that jazz. Creating a team, what have you. But nonetheless, I really do hope you enjoy. I really do hope for some brilliant creations. I know I've just repeated that like 5 billion times, but like I said, you got the basics there. I've already just given you a few bits and bobs here and there. Nonetheless, see you some other time.